Well, welcome to the Polly the Wog channel. You know I love finding a barbecue. Even baby ones count. And this okay.
You want to get your cooking power? Can't pick it up on the shelves.
Whoopsie. What did he say that he had?
Yeah, I think he's got some more stuff that we're going to turn around.
Alright. Alright, we'll see what this other fella has. That was a good first stop.
Something better than nothing. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Is that aluminum? Yep.
Okay. The back.
Alright, so we're out doing a little bit of street scrapping, collecting all the scrap metal goodness from the curbs. Well, let's see what else we can find tonight. Hopefully we can fill this up and get a nice big load of scrap metal. Alright, onward. Shop back on the curb. Now it's all plastic. But you know what? I'm going to take the cord. There we go. See if there's a spot back here. Kinda, sorta, not really. It's all my brother's non-ferrous junk. I guess we'll toss it in there for now. And carry on down the road. I spotted just a little teeny bit of scrap. And not much here at all, but a couple little things for us. We'll take the small stuff. Not everything can weigh 40, 50 pounds or 100 pounds. That's probably aluminum. And well, we'll just toss that right there. All right, let's see if we can find some more junk. Well, it's not the best kind of scrap, but we're gonna take it. That's all wood. Ain't good enough for now. Let's carry on. It was a cord, and I second guessed and thought maybe it's a hose. It looks too shiny to be a cord. And that's because it's a hose. Nah, we don't want that. Oh well, I got fooled. Let's carry on, see if we can fill up our trailer with some more beautiful scrap. Got a 2-for-1 stop. A couple of folding chairs and a nice metal dishwasher. I suppose if we stand this up at some point, that's not going to be the best spot.
Well, we'll stand it up now.
Might as well. As odds are we'll need to at some point. Perfect. Well, it's getting a little better. Let's carry on. I spy with my little eye one little piece of metal. And this is all wood, with the exception of that. Pick up our little piece that we dropped, which is still just wood. Oh well, we'll take our metal piece. There we go, nice temporary sidewall. All right, carrying on. A game called Is It Metal? It is metal. Not a lot of metal, but it's metal. All right, that'll definitely have to get crunched up at some point, but it's in there for now. Let's see what else there is. There's a curbside staple if I ever did see one. Let's come around to the other side. I'll plop that right there for now. Yep, that's good. Sure do find a lot of those. All right, carrying on. Why, yes. Oh, that's nice and heavy. Nice and heavy. Good enough, it ain't gonna go anywhere for now. That's better. All right. Let's hope we find some big stuff. Well, it's placed directly where you put the garbage. Yeah, kind of flat tires. Oh yeah, this is all kinds of messed up. Yep, that's scrap. Just had to double check. Yeah, once I noticed the brakes were all messed up, that was kind of confirmation that that was definitely placed out on the curb to go for scrap. So, all right, let's carry on. Looks like scrap to me. I was just gonna say, now will this fold up? And it just started to disintegrate in my hands. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, carrying on. I saw a red cooking pot. I did. And that is nothing. But we'll take the cooking pot. For sure. All right, let's find some more. Yep. Nice little scrap donation. We'll come back for the rest of that. Where to put it? I'm guessing right on this chair for now. Well, looks like there's a few other little goodies. Yeah, a bunch of aluminum type stuff. That's plastic. That's metal. That's metal. That's metal. More metal. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely some aluminum bits. Let me grab my magnet here. See what's what. Steel, aluminum, bamboo that I shouldn't have picked up. I'm guessing that's either brass or aluminum. That's aluminum. Aluminum, Steel and steel. All right. I'll have to check it after to see if that one piece is brass. Oh, I can already see there. It's not. It's all aluminum. I'll add that to my brother's stash. Oh, no problem. Thanks for the donation.
It's a stainless sink up there.
Oh, look, there's a sink. I knew I didn't turn off my camera for a reason. I was just about to turn my camera off. And I figured, what? Why bother? More scrap. Is it real stainless? Yes, it is. Nice, clean stainless steel. Yeah, and the rest of that is just regular steel with a free Ninja Star saw blade. Nice. All right, we're due for something bigger. Thought I saw something like a saw. I did. Oh, it's a beast. Yeah. It's the kind of scrap we like. Scrap that weighs 40 pounds. Yeah, doesn't want to slide though.
Well, there could be a reason for that.
I don't know.
There's a big piece broke off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's junk.
Yeah, I think you're right. But that looks aluminum.
It's not. Yeah, it's nice and heavy.
That might be worth taking it apart.
And check with my magnet if I can get this cord off of here. And of course, it's stuck under the saw blade. There we go.
Yeah, that definitely might be worth taking apart.
Yeah, that's not magnetic.
No, it's all aluminum.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have fun taking it apart. Like that's steel, obviously. All the little bits are going to be steel, but
Yeah. Oh, it'll be fun taking it apart. But I don't know. We'll see.
he's not going to take it apart. Oh, of course, now I got it all snagged. Oh well, that's good enough. It ain't going anywhere. I got another cord. I don't know how much longer we're going to keep going, but I hope we find something to make this a bit better of a load. Carrying on. Well, my brother just got flagged over by that gentleman pulling in there. He must have something to donate. Yeah, this is pretty janky. I can't pack a load like Mr. Scrappity. He's like the master scrap packer on YouTube, I tell you. I'll just wait here and see what happens. I'm hoping it's a barbecue or an appliance and not like just a handful of coat hangers. Oh, looks like some decent steel. Looks heavy.
They are heavy. You're more than welcome to take one.
Yeah, I thought it was some nice steel.
It is. He just said that he was tired of looking at them and he wanted to get rid of them.
we go. That's in there. Yeah, those were nice. Carrying on. Well, you know, they're never actually brass. That's plastic. This, you can actually see the rust all over it. Bend and fold. Bend and fold. Well, kind of bent and folded. Yeah, I'm running out of good spots here. Well, I was hoping I could snag it into that. There we go. That's better. Yeah, not the best of loads so far. I think we're almost done, but we're gonna hit a few more streets and let's hope that we find something fairly good. Now that's like a turkey frying pot or something. Yeah, nice big meat thermometer. That's aluminum. Nice. You know what? I don't want the grossness that's in the pot. But yeah, this is going to be aluminum for sure. Let that little bit of grossness drip out of there. And get my magnet and steel. Thermometer you could probably use. Yeah, that's all aluminum. But man, does that pot stink, so it's not going to go into the back of his truck. Because it smells bad. I don't want that thermometer either. There we go. Yeah, stinky, stinky garbage. Alright, carrying on. Try not to get run over while grabbing a microwave. That cord cutter already beat me to it. Oh well, at least we still got the microwave. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. Chair's holding it in for the most part. My little temporary sidewall. It's kind of coming together. It's a very kind of so-so-ish load, but we'll just take whatever we can find. All right. Let's carry on. Well, I think we're just about done scrapping. That wasn't too bad of a night. Wasn't the best of nights, but that's the way it rolls with scrapping sometimes. You just have to take whatever you can find. That's the way it goes. So yeah, we're back at home. It definitely wasn't the best load of scrap tonight, but you know, we got a little bit of weight in here. I'm gonna say it's probably around a 400-pound load. Definitely not the best. But, you know, not every night can be a fantastic night of scrapping. I wish they all were. We got my 2 little cords. So, you know, take what you can get. But I'm going to tell you exactly what we got paid for this teeny little scrap load right now. So that evening of scrapping started out pretty good, finding that barbecue and everything. And then it just kind of slowly petered off as the evening went on. I don't know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But anyways, we took that load into the scrapyard in the morning and they gave us 45 pounds of enamel tin. Now that would have been for the dishwasher. Enamel tins are downgraded category for large appliances. So the 45 pounds of enamel tin was going at $210 per ton or 10.5 cents per pound. So that paid us $4.72. Now the remainder of our load was 455 pounds of just regular tin shred scrap metal, and it was going at $230 per ton or 11.5 cents per pound. So that paid us $52.33. So altogether on our load, amazingly somehow, we had 500 pounds of scrap metal. That 500 pounds of scrap metal paid us a grand total of $57.05. That's the way she goes sometimes. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you right here in the next one.